Hi, this is Dr. Sage Breslin, and this is Wisdom Wednesdays. When is good enough really enough? I really want you to contemplate this. We can talk about love relationships, we can talk about work relationships. Let's start with work. So, when is the good enough boss good enough? And when I say boss, it may just be whoever you report to. Right? So it could be the CEO of the company. So when is good enough as a CEO or boss enough? You might say, well, he doesn't or she doesn't really acknowledge my efforts. I've been passed up for promotion once or twice, so I just double down and work harder. But wow, this person is so charismatic and such an icon in their industry that it's really, special and a gift and a blessing to work for this person. Okay, I love that, right? I love that, having this person at the helm as someone to look up to and as someone to be mentored by, that can be an amazing experience. But what about when that person really doesn't acknowledge that your efforts, which may be breaking you and causing you to lose sleep and causing you to set aside everything in your life other than the job, what if that is just not getting recognized and valued? Is that still really good enough? Now let's turn the dial to love relationships. You might say, well, I feel like I'm working all the time to keep him happy or keep her happy. But, she's an amazing wife or he's an amazing dad and, does so much with the kids and, coaches the girls' softball team and goes out with our son to Little League and, everybody recognizes how he helps or she helps with, the community service projects. So, I don't really think too much about the fact that nothing ever that I do seems good enough. Okay, but does that really work? Just because somebody is putting it in an effort to be seen a certain way, like seen as the dad or the mom who does it all. The sports dad and the super mom, they can both be narcissists. They can both be guilty of failing to really connect at the soul level and at the heart level, and to acknowledge honestly that anybody else really exists and needs to be considered. So, those are just two simple examples of the way in which we can train ourselves to believe that someone is, enough, that we're getting enough in a relationship, when in fact, maybe, they're putting up something, but we are not actually even being seen. So if you're in a relationship, work or love relationship, personal or professional, really ask yourself, are you being seen? Are you being heard? Are you being valued? Frankly, are you being adored? Because if you're not, then maybe it's not enough. Maybe they are not enough for you. This is Dr. Sage Breslin, and I'm wondering today, what kind of relationships are you in? And are you being valued? And if so, what's that look like? Again, this is Dr. Sage Breslin. This is Wisdom Wednesdays, and I look forward to hearing from you.